Hey guys, thank you for stopping by again. And today we're going to talk about Breitling. Breitling, my favorite luxury brand. When you talk luxury brands, everybody goes towards Rolex, goes towards IWC. I like Breitling. Breitling, it's a company with a lot of heritage, and it just got bought out by CVC Incorporated, and now it's going to be managed by Mr. Kern, the previous CEO of IWC. So I think this is the brand that is going to start doing very good things, and I think right now it's the best time to get in there because they're still not extremely overpriced. So let's talk a little bit more about Breitling, about what they do, what they have, what they offer, and if you guys are thinking about buying a luxury brand. And when I say luxury brand, I say in the used market, anything over $3,000 realistically. Okay, so this, I think Breitling is going to be the next wave of the luxury brands. So guys, we're going to do this by generation. I'm going to go 70s, then I'm going to go 80s, and then 2000s. So first I'm going to start with this beautiful triple register Breitling with the black, flat black dial, the gold accents on the registers. And this watch has a beautiful Lemania. I forgot the reference of the Lemania. And I don't want to open it because the way you close these watches, it's with a thick gasket. It's the back doesn't just snap closed. You need that gasket. If that gasket gets crunched a little bit, I'm gonna have to order a new one to close the watch. So this one, pretty beefy. All the Breitlings are pretty big. This one comes at 38 millimeters across and 45 millimeters tip to tip and 12 millimeters thick. As you can see, the back case and everything. These watches have always been beefy. Breitling is not known for small watches. So this is 70s. This is what Breitling did in the 70s. So 70s was a great era, and in the 80s they got a contract with the Italian Air Force to make them a watch, and they came up with the Chronomat. Now this is a 1986 Chronomat with a Value 7750, and if you open up the watch, it's a 17 jewel Value, and the 17 jewels, they had a lot of issues with them, but you know, still it's iconic and it's nice. So the way you could find out it's 1986, first of all, the movement, it's going to be the 17 jewel. Secondly, you're going to see that it doesn't have the Breitling logo, and it doesn't have a second hand. So you're going to see right here, it's just a straight arrow second hand for the chronometer. So that's the first generation. They didn't start putting the B on the second hand. I don't have that exact time when they started doing that, but that's the way you're going to know that you have a first generation Chronomat. The third one I'm going to bring you, this is a monster of a watch. This is the Breitling Super Ocean Yellow Abyss, and as you can see there, it is water resistant up to 1650 feet or 500 meters. Again, it's a Value 7750, but it has the chronometer certification. So this watch, it's not small and it's not light. This watch is heavy. We'll weigh it at the end of the video. We'll weigh all the watches and see how much they weigh. And you can see the anti-glare on the crystal. This one is coated inside and out, and it's just not recommendable. And a little bit of specs on this watch. This watch is 47 millimeters wide, 53 millimeters tip to tip, and 17 millimeters thick. So it's a monster. It's a monster. Like I said, we'll weigh it at the end of the video and see how much it registered on the scale. But I wear this watch. I took it on vacation, and it's actually, once you get used to it, you know, it is a heavy watch, but once you get used to it, it's so comfortable. The band is so comfortable that it doesn't dance on the wrist that much. So I, even though it's big and bulky, I still recommend it. And I'm used to small vintage watches. That's what I wear the most. But this one does not bother me one bit. So the reason I'm doing the weigh-in is because a lot of people say that they don't like Breitling because they're big and heavy and they're unwearable. So first we're going to start with this one. I have my my scale set up to ounces, and it'll tell us exactly how many ounces this one weighs. 2.3 ounces. So that's just a normal watch. It's not even a heavy watch, especially not for the year. So now if we go with the 80s watch with the chronometer, 3.1 ounces. So they were gaining weight during the years, and that watch, the chronometer, it's how big is this? It is 40 millimeters wide. So it is a big watch. It is a big watch, but actually in weight, it doesn't register that much. So if we put the Super Ocean on, 7.8 ounces. So that is heavy. That is heavy. But like I say, once you wear it and you get used to it, the watch actually wears pretty good. And because of the way the lugs are shaped, the bracelet just drops. And it's actually pretty comfortable. So there you have it, guys. A few Breitlings. Nice watches, heavy watches. But you can't buy a watch that's already popular. We got to try to think what's going to be popular tomorrow. So that's part of our jobs as watch collectors, investing our money in watches. We all want to get that next big thing. We all want to buy a Daytona before it becomes a Daytona. So I really think this is the brand to start buying. I really think this is the brand that you can make a little bit more money. If that's what you want. And even if that's not what you want, it's always nice to buy a watch that it's going to sell for a little bit more than what you bought it for. Money is always an issue with watches because they're so expensive to begin with. So if we could buy something and not lose on it, and even make a little bit on it, it's going to bring a big smile to your face, guys. Guys, if you like this, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and tell your friends. I'm going to leave a link to my Instagram. I appreciate it very much, and we'll do another video. Thank you guys so much.